Alright, so phase 2 of 6.0 has just started, which means Flynn's and Yelan are here. And as you can see with the 4 stars, there's Aino, Sucrose, and Dory. Sucrose is one of the best 4 stars in the game, and getting constellations for Aino will be quite good because her C1 gives the party elemental mastery, and then the C2 is extra hydro damage. And then for the 5-star team, Lauma and Yelan are a pretty good duo. So I am going to be spending my Primo Gems on the Yelan banner. And in 4 hours, the shop resets so I can get 5 more pulls. I am going to do a pull. I have 5, but I don't think it's enough for a 4-star. I need a little bit more, or a few more Primos, and then I can get another 4-star. I'm hoping it's Sucrose. That would be quite good, especially if you're Iridescent or Resistance Shred. And I am getting very close to Adventure Rank 35. So what I think I'm going to do is the Daneslift quest. That'll give me some Primo Gems, Adventure XP, and more as well. I am quite broke. Only 500,000. Not many EXP books. My resources have pretty much completely ran out since the last video because of getting 2 new 5 stars. Other than that, the only real farming I did was boss drops, and I can already craft this. So I might be ascending Lauma in today's video. I'm not sure how much progress I want to make on the account. We'll have to see, because when I hit Adventure Rank 35, I think it's capped, which I do want to stay at for a little bit. I want to build up more resources so when I ascend, I can get all my characters leveled up and still be fine in terms of resources afterwards. And in terms of running other teams, I was considering running Shangling just because of just how strong of a character she is. And then also I was thinking of changing up the Electro Charge team. I don't know if it would be better, but I was thinking of replacing Lisa with Kuki and then replacing Barbara with Lynette or Sucrose if I do get her. And I would only really consider changing something like that after Adventure Rank 45 so I can get better artifacts. There we go, quest completed and Adventure Rank 35. Also, I can do 6 wishes, so go ahead and do these. Nothing from that, that's all good. However, I do have chapter 7 here, and it looks like I have it almost completely done. Seem to make some weapons, level a weapon to 70, and I'll be already completed with it. I can claim all of this Adventure XP. Also, with that, I can put Barbara on 4-piece Maiden, and just from claiming all that, I am getting close already to AR 36. Well, the cap. Alright, so now that I have this Adventure Rank cap, I do want to have all of the characters that I plan on using at level 70 and most, if not all of the materials ready to get them straight up to level 80, which is at Adventure Rank 40, but I'll probably be close to that by the time I can actually get all these characters built. So first thing I'm going to do is unlock this domain here in Liyue, because you do get shrine keys as well as 80 total Primo Gems and just overall quite a bit of materials. This fight seems quite easy, honestly. The ruin enemies don't really do too much, and I don't have to worry about Barbara's skill freezing me. They actually do quite a bit of damage. And they are level 60. That's the Ruin Hunter down. Well, I do have to watch out for the Ruin Guard, like Beyblade attack. Oh, as soon as one leaves, the other one goes into it. Alright, so now I can go back in, set up all this. I know this guy completely bullied right there. And there we go, taken down. Also get 10 more Primos here, or 5. Pretty easy. Level 70 enemies here might be a little difficult to not be using Barbara's skill here. A first fight wasn't too bad. Next one just looks like some more treasure hoarders. Alright, this should be the last fight in this domain. And there we go. Took a little bit that last fight, but very easy. Also, servers did just update, so another 400 primos, and then I should be getting the free 10 pull tomorrow. So with these pulls, I can get another 4-star. Surely it'll be Sucrose and not Dory. I know. Pretty good. It's not Dory, so we take it. So now my whole party will have 80 more elemental mastery, which is nice. All right, so I don't know where I last left off at, but I've been doing a little bit of farming, mostly not resin farming. I did a little bit, as you can see here. I just need one more boss drop, which I can't actually go do right now, and then I can ascend Oraron. It's just at a point where I'm just waiting for resin to refresh so I can farm boss materials. I'll show you all in just a second once I take out this boss. Should be pretty easy. There we go. Pretty fast clear there. And claim this. 2 drops. Nice. And there we go. That is Oraron ascended. I do not have the P-books to level him. I don't have a lot of more, but that's okay. I just need to focus on actually getting them up to 70 or ascended to 70. We check here. I have all of Lisa's drops except for the boss materials as well as Ino. And then Barbara, I am just leaving behind. I think building 4 characters at once is completely draining all my resources, and Barbara doesn't really do any damage. She already heals enough, so I'm gonna wait to actually get her all built up. I do have Oraron's weapon to 70 and Ino's weapon to 70. It's just getting Lisa's up next, which again, I just need resin for. And then also with Oraron's second passive, energy will be a lot less of an issue. He can restore up to 9 energy for himself and then 9 energy for another character. And then also for my 5-star team, I am in desperate need of a healer. So I'm going to go craft the prototype Amber. I can only craft once and it will be a while before I can get R5. But just having some sort of healing on the team is going to help out a lot. Here we go. However, this does mean that I need to farm up another weapon, which is not fun. But there we go, prototype Amber. I honestly don't really need to farm that much. Mona isn't really doing any damage, and she's basically just meant to increase the party's elemental mastery, so I think it's honestly fine for right now at level 1. And I do want to focus on my 4-star team first before moving on to my 5-star team. And looking at Abyss for floor 6, I do think I will need to use Shangling again, just for the Cryo Abyss Mage and the large Cryo Slime. And then other than that, it's pretty easy. With my damage, I don't think I'll be able to clear. Well, honestly, it's not even... Honestly, the clear times are quite easy, if I'm being honest. Okay, first side only took just under 2 minutes, and I have 6 minutes for this side, so I might honestly be able to clear floor 6 here. 21k there from Lauma. 3-star clear. However, healing is definitely still a big issue. We do have 25% health restoration and physical damage is nothing, so I think I'll be okay on the second half, but we'll have to see. Okay, this side is taking a little longer. These miniatures with the shields are quite annoying. All right, there we go. And this one we did heal a little bit because of the card. I'm going to play this very carefully just because of the pyro slimes. You get a heal right there though. And there we go, another 3 stars. I think I'll honestly be able to clear floor 6 today, which is kind of crazy. And honestly, I'm going to take the HP just to help out second half. Only 6 opponents, so it should be quite easy. Already 3 down, and it's just a mid-churl here. There we go. And now it is just the 5-star team here, which is 9 opponents. I think I'm going to have to just take out this shield real quick with Mona and then actually go into dealing damage. Pretty sure my Traveler has no artifacts, but it's working completely fine. To be honest, I am getting quite carried by the blessing, but I'll take it as long as I can get to these early floors with these teams, because it does seem to be a pretty big reliance on pyro and hydro, which there's pretty much no pyro obviously in any of the teams that I'm building, unless I just slide Shengling in the 4-star team. But here we go. That is 9 stars on floor 6. And floor 7 is some Fatui enemies. Does not look too easy because of the cryo people and also electro on both sides. I don't think I can do Abyss or floor 7 with those teams, even if I had them leveled up. So either way, more progress made towards the Abyss. Also 300 more primos. And if we check pity, sitting around 19 pity, which is nice. Also can buy 3 more wishes from the shop. Acquaint Fates, I already bought the intertwined. Nothing from the standard, that's all good. Do have one more though. I have no clue even what my pity's at. That was 4 pulls. The last one was a 4-star, so not anything for standard. Another Ino. My banner luck is kind of crazy. Still no Sucrose though, which is not great. I did get a Dory. Her only use is the crafting passive that she has, but C2 does give her more hydro damage, which is nice. So overall, still good help to the team. And as you can see, I am currently capped on adventure rank XP. Like I said, I do want to get both teams fully leveled up to the max I can get them before I ascend my world. So it will be quite a bit. Honestly, kind of crazy that Llama was doing 21k at level 40 with level 60 weapon and barely even leveled artifacts and level 1 talents, but Llama is kind of crazy. And then my Dental Traveler does have artifacts, all +0 though, and 2-piece Berserker did nothing in Abyss. And then Mona, only thing leveled is the Sands, which is an attack Sands, but she has 300 attack, so it didn't really mean anything. And I do get a 5-star artifact for clearing floor 6, so I can see what my first 5-star artifact on the account is. Here we go. It is a goblet fence. That's all good because I will be getting 10 more artifacts here. And I do want to explore more of Natlan, most likely completely off camera. I just want to get as many of the rings as possible. So if I can get a full artifact set for Auron, that'll save me quite a bit of resin. So it is the next day, which means I can farm more boss materials. And I think I'm going to farm Lisa's boss instead of Ino because her second talent decreases defense. I will want to run more energy recharge on her to get her burst up to actually get this off. But I do think having defense decrease, everyone on the team can take advantage of that compared to Ino just giving her a burst damage increase. So I am going to go with Lisa's boss here, which means I am going to change my team up. Just going to run this. So let's head on over. Let's head on over. It shouldn't take too long. Auron's boss, I was able to take out pretty quickly, but I was able to take full advantage of Electro Charged, and well, this boss is immune to Electro and does have a lot of time where you just can't even deal any damage. Alright, that is the first clear down. Also, I know I haven't been uploading too many main account videos recently, but I'm just at a point where I'm waiting for new characters to come out, and there isn't really too much to do now that I have Nodcry 100%, but I do have something planned for my main account where I will have plenty of time and plenty of content to make on the account, but even then it will still be not as often as this account just because of how long each video will take. There we go, second clear down, third clear down, and there we go, all 4 clears, which means now I can ascend Lisa up to 70 and unlock her talents. Again, can't really level her up because I have no EXP books, and I'm also running low on Mora. And with that, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. I do have to get a video out for tomorrow. and there isn't really too much progress I can make on the account. So I think next episode, I just need to farm up more resources so I can actually start leveling these characters and weapons. And in terms of Abyss, it will probably be quite a while before I can move on just because of the enemies. And I will see you all in the next one.